Welcome to the Hey Gen podcast. Today, we are diving into one of space's greatest mysteries, the Black Knight satellite. Ever heard of it?
Oh, absolutely. This is that supposed alien probe that's been orbiting Earth for, 13,000 years?
Yeah, that's the one. It's such a fascinating topic. I mean, is it an ancient alien watcher or just space junk? Let's unpack it.
All right, so where does this all begin?
Well, it all started back in 1899 when Nikola Tesla...
Oh, Tesla?
Yeah, he reported detecting strange, repetitive radio signals while experimenting in Colorado Springs.
Right, and he believed they were intelligent in origin, didn't he?
Exactly. He thought they were coming from space, not natural phenomena. Some people think he might have picked up signals from the Black Knight satellite.
But isn't that a bit of a stretch? I mean, couldn't it have been anything else?
Well, sure, it could have been. But it's interesting, because in the 1920s, amateur radio operators also started reporting these long-delay echoes,
Yeah.
which some believe were signals bouncing off an unknown object in space.
So you're saying there's a pattern here?
Exactly. Then, in 1954, newspapers reported claims by Donald Keyhoe that the US Air Force had detected two mysterious satellites orbiting Earth.
Wait, before any
Yes,
satellites were launched?
exactly.
That's wild. But do we have any official records of that?
Well, that's where it gets murky. There are no declassified military files confirming it.
So it could just be a rumor then?
Possibly. But then in 1960, the US Navy detected an unidentified object in orbit. And the media went crazy, speculating it could be a Russian spy satellite or something extraterrestrial.
And didn't NASA capture images during the STS-88 mission in 1998?
Yes, they photographed this dark, unusual object,
Right.
which fueled the fire even more.
So what did NASA say about that?
They explained it as a thermal blanket lost during a spacewalk.
A thermal blanket?
Yeah, from the Endeavour shuttle.
Do you buy that explanation?
It's plausible, but some argue that the object's shape doesn't match a blanket,
Exactly.
and that NASA's explanation is a cover-up.
So let's explore the theories. First, the idea that it's an ancient alien probe.
Right? Some believe it's been orbiting Earth for 13,000 years watching us. Yeah, like
Kind
we're
of
part
eerie.
of some cosmic zoo.
But is there any solid evidence for that?
Well, besides the anecdotal signals and images, not really. No confirmed transmissions or technology have been identified as alien.
So it could just be wishful thinking?
Possibly. Then there's the theory that it's just lost space junk,
Right.
like the thermal blanket NASA mentioned.
That seems more reasonable, doesn't it?
It does, but why do the anomalies date back before we had satellites or significant space debris?
That's a good point. Maybe it's a secret military project.
That's another theory. Some suggest it's a classified satellite from the Cold War era, hidden from public knowledge.
But wouldn't that have been declassified by now?
You'd think so. Plus, satellites from that time would have likely fallen out of orbit by now.
So we're back at square one?
Pretty much. It's like chasing a shadow.
You know, it's interesting how mysteries like this persist. Do you think we'll ever get to the bottom of it?
With modern technology, we track thousands of objects in orbit,
Yeah,
but nothing officially matches the Black Knight.
maybe it's hiding in plain sight.
Perhaps? Or maybe it's just a mix of myths and misinterpretations.
Could be.
But it's fun to speculate.
Absolutely. So fact, fiction, or cover-up? What's your take?
Honestly, I think it's a fascinating legend that combines historical events,
Yeah.
but without concrete evidence. It's hard to say it's more than that.
I tend to agree. It's a great story, though.
Definitely keeps the imagination alive.
Well, maybe one day we'll know for sure.
Until then, we'll keep watching the skies. Thanks for joining us on this cosmic journey.
Yeah, it was a blast. Catch you all next time.